I've been involved with Homefirst for 25 years now, and I've seen it in its early stages when I was volunteer as a high school student and worked for the executive director at the time, who was the only employee. And since that time, I've seen it grow from an operation staffed by one person with no offices to what it is now, a multi-million-dollar nonprofit agency with 2 offices in Plainfield. We now own over 50 properties, and I've been fortunate enough to be involved with Homefirst as both a volunteer and now as a volunteer board member in several different capacities. And I've seen the agency grow during those years to provide more services and new services as our clients' needs change throughout time.
Empowerment is very important for us. Some of the things that we do to empower people are nutrition classes. We have a garden that's organic, that people can get fresh fruit once everything is done, fresh vegetables. Last year we grew over 800 pounds of fresh vegetables, and the community was able to benefit from that. We do healthy and unhealthy relationship skills. We do budgeting classes. We do individual classes as far as like someone who doesn't speak English. We have classes that teach English. We have classes, GED classes, to empower them so they can know that I can take my GED test, and if I want to go back to college, I can do that. So there are several things that we do here to empower people, to make them feel really good about themselves.
Homefirst was able to make me feel very secure and safe by offering words of wisdom immediately, as well as support. It was almost like a distant cousin or aunt or something. Like, it didn't really feel like when I was going into the building, and number one, it's not a building, it's a house. So whenever I was going to Homefirst, I never felt like, oh, I'm going into an agency. I always felt like I was just going to see people that, I'm working with. And that's how they made me feel all the time.
Amazing things happen every day at Homefirst. We connect with our families, each and every family we connect with. And through that connection, a trust is built. And we become lifelong family members with each other. And Homefirst really has a tremendous impact on all of our families. And that impact is 2 ways. They have a tremendous impact on myself, and I know they have an impact on the full staff of Homefirst. It's about the relationship and that connection, and every day we have a transforming moment.
I believe that I'm good at what I do because I've been through a lot, and I've been in their shoes. I've been homeless. I can tell you how I've been in some of those same situations and what I had to do to get out. And it wasn't easy. It was very depressing. So when they come to me and tell me that they're homeless, I know exactly what they're going through, because I too was homeless. The empathy, the compassion, being able to say to them, you know what, it's going to be okay, because I've been through that, and let me share with you a little bit. And that works for my benefit, because then it's not this professional sitting behind a desk telling me what I need to do, but it's this professional who has been through the rut, who has been through the ringer, who has come out of it and has been able to sit here now and encourage me to say to me, you know what, you can get out of it too. And this is how we're going to work together to do this.
The question of why everybody should address the issue of homelessness, to me, when you ask the question, the answer is why not? I don't think the world works when everybody stays inside their own shell and only takes care of themselves. I think not only is it wrong as a human being not to engage in society, not to help other people, but ultimately, if you need that argument, it's not self-serving either. We can't live in a society where only we are okay. We need the society around us to be healthy. More people working, more people comfortable in their jobs, more people not living on the edge but feeling more stable means that society is better for everyone. There are more opportunities, there are more people for us to interact with, and we are safer and able to do more what we would like to do ourselves.
We begin by helping a homeless family escape the cycle of homelessness. By doing so, we're able to strengthen the surrounding communities. One of our Plainfield offices is located in a part of Plainfield that 15 years ago was very troubled by drug activity. There were boarded up houses on the block. We moved our main offices into that neighborhood and over the years acquired several properties on that block. We revitalized those properties with donations from private and public donations, and we now have families living in those houses who are breaking out of their homeless situation. By doing that, we've been able to revitalize an entire community, not just help one individual family, but truly change the character of an entire neighborhood.
I got involved with Homefirst through my mom, who at the time, when I was 16, she was volunteering, teaching Spanish classes here. So she brought me to Homefirst. I remember it was summer, and at the time they had a garden. Automatically, I love vegetables. I'm a vegetarian, so I was like, oh, this is cool. This is cool. They're growing their own gardens, and for a good cause too. The director at the time, I got involved through her, started volunteering at the garden, and I brought some of my friends with me, and that's how I got involved with Homefirst.
Well, we support Homefirst because I think you can see a lot of the benefits of what the organization does firsthand, such as the family and social services. And with other organizations, sometimes you really don't have that opportunity.
The Westfield United Fund is very happy to be supporting Homefirst. We've been around for over 75 years, and they are our newest agency. We currently fund 21 programs and services in the area, and they're all basic human care agencies. And we just are thrilled to add Homefirst to that group. We think they provide a very vital service.
I've seen over the years how our services can revitalize families, can give families hope. And by being involved in so many different ways, I've been able to see how our services impact those families directly. We're an agency that has a proven success record that I'm very proud of.
I decided to start my own mini garden at my house. When I started it, I just did it like a little project for myself, but then later on my dad sort of kind of started liking the garden and helping out, and me and him never had a good relationship. We never really talked, only when we had to, Dad, can you give me a ride there, can you give me a ride here? But the garden actually gave us a time to actually bond and talk, and yeah, so it was a good thing, fresh produce and spending quality time with my dad.
That's the challenge for us, is finding a way where our people can not just help families from a remove, but help families from up close. Get to know the people that they're helping. And honestly, not only does it teach them and make them learn about the issue, it makes them feel better about it because they can interact and know the people that they're helping.
I see the light in their eye every day. I see them excited about seeing us and coming to a home that they call their own home. And I know that they're going to their own home, and I'm getting emotional because it really is the children. It's the children every day. And the children, have moments where they themselves verbalize to you. And it might be through a hug, but oftentimes it's telling you that they love you. And that happens almost every day.
In order to continue our work to battle homelessness, we need you. We need you to volunteer your time. We need you to support us financially. And we need you to educate yourselves about the problem of homelessness in our communities. Homelessness is something that exists throughout central New Jersey. The person who's homeless may not appear to be homeless. They may be bagging groceries at your supermarket. They may be driving your child to school on the school bus. With the cost of living in central New Jersey, homelessness is a problem that affects many working families, and we need to continue our battle to assist them to break out of that cycle of homelessness. And to do that, we need you.